Is our Honda Civic. Give you a little bit of background on this car. Same thing that we talked about with the Accord. If you'll notice, you have all this trunk space back here. You decide you want to take a trip with Kelly and the two kids, you can put all kinds of suitcases back here. Again, the same thing, you have your rubber mat, buy your groceries, anything spills, milk spills, orange juice, whatever the case may be, you can just take this out and spray it off. I understand that you do some giving to the needy with your church.
Right, yeah,
and
yeah.
There may be some times that you might want to actually have to load it up with a bunch of meals or whatever the case may be. If that happens, you can pull this lever right here. The back seat will actually fold down, so you can actually put stuff all the way through.
Wow.
Okay? Next thing I want to show you, walk around here to the front. Is the motor. This is a 1.8 liter, 140 horsepower engine. This car was also designed the same as the Accord with the Ace body structure, which is kind of standard with the Hondas. Again, with a frontal impact, the car is designed to go out and away from you, and the engine is designed to go down and away, which I understand is a very important feature for you, because I know I have a 5-year-old son, and that's important to me also. Again, this car has plenty of power. If you're trying to get up on I-75, or if you got a semi coming up on you, you can pretty much guarantee this car will get you going.
Wow.
Just because it has the smaller motor does not lack in power. Okay? The other thing that I want to show you that might be important to your kids is, I know you said your kids are only 3 years old and 1 year old, but what happens to kids? They get bigger. So, is what I'd like for you to do is just sit in that back seat right there, and you can see as your kids get older and get bigger, there's plenty of room.
Wow.
Kids can ride back there comfortable. The other thing too that I wanted to point out is, I'm not sure if your 1-year-old still rides in a car seat. If he does, you also have the straps in the back that you can actually put over the top and hook that car seat into them bolts in the back of the seat.
Wow.
Okay? All right. So I'll tell you what, just go around here and we'll get inside, and I'll explain some more of the safety features of the car. Now again, I know that safety is very, very important to you, and I agree with you 100%. Again, I have a 5-year-old, and it's very important to me. Steve, have you ever been in the driveway and got ready to back out and run over a toy or a truck or a tricycle or anything like that?
I sure have, and it bothered me when it happened.
It's very disheartening, because sometimes you wonder whether or not that could be a child on that tricycle.
Scared me to death.
So I want to show you something. Watch what happens when I put this car in reverse. If you look up here, you can see your surroundings, and you can check, and you can also see that there's nothing behind you.
Wow.
Gives you peace of mind when you're backing up out of the driveway. Okay?
Yep.
The other thing that I wanted to...
That's great.
Yeah, it's very nice. The other thing I want to point out as far as safety issues are concerned is the brakes. Most cars have anti-lock braking systems, which in the event that you have to brake real sudden, a pulse occurs which stops the wheels from locking up, so you don't skid or slide sideways or anything like that. One of the things that I think is a very neat feature of the Hondas is the electronic power steering unit. When you drive this car, you're going to feel the response that you get from this, and I consider that to be a safety factor in the event that this car responds very, very well when you need it to and if you want it to. Hondas also have a special feature, taking high corners. They also don't tilt near as much on the corners. You know how sometimes cars will tilt? Hondas are designed where they don't do that. Let me get out of this guy's way, sorry. Another very important safety feature is the airbags. You have, of course, your driver airbag, you have the passenger side airbag, and you have side airbags on the side. But again, with the same as what I explained to you with the Accord, this car has a rollover sensor. In the event that it's detected that this car will roll over, side bags will deploy to protect your family.
That's great.
Yeah, some of the, and that's important to me. As far as the actual function of the car, we have the Econ button. You'll notice it says up there that it's on, and you'll notice you have a little tree down here. whenever the Econ button is on, you'll see up here in the dash, you'll notice you have blue. If that changes to a different color, it means that you're either applying too much gas, so forth and so forth. But whenever it goes to blue, it means that the engine, the transmission, and the air conditioner, and anything that's operating at the time is all functioning to give you the best fuel mileage. Okay? The other thing that I really like about the Civic is the fact, if you notice how the dash kind of goes this way, you know how a lot of cars is just kind of planted in there, and if you want to change a radio station or whatever, you kind of have to go over because it's all flat. Notice how in the Civic, how it kind of slants towards the driver, and everything is designed for driver safety.
I never noticed that.
It's a very good feature that I really like about these cars.
Wow.
Everything faces towards the driver. The other thing that this car has as far as safety is concerned is the Bluetooth. It'll sync with most cell phones. You can actually put your, when you buy the car, we'll actually hook your cell phone up to it or sync it to your cell phone. You have buttons over here where you can actually answer the phone. You can make calls. You can receive texts. You can actually have a text message sent back that'll say, "I'm driving, I will text you later," which is a very good safety feature. Just the other day, I had a person that crossed the line, and they got back in their lane, and when I went by them, I looked over at them, and guess what they were doing? They were texting.
Wow.
Right, I don't know why people just can't get it, but Hum took that into consideration, and they actually designed the car to do that. You have a 160 watt 4-speaker stereo system. I know you got kids. They're going to get older. You're listening to the SpongeBob SquarePants songs and all them. Yeah. So, if you have one of them on a USB, you have a USB port in here that you can play them songs if you want to tape them off your computer. If you want to have them on your phone, you have an auxiliary port that you can plug in for your phone down here. And the other thing that I really like about this car is it has a soft spot down here for you to put your phone. And for instance, my iPhone's constantly running out of battery, so I need to plug it in at the same time that I'm playing stuff. So I can plug it in here to the power outlet, I can plug it into the auxiliary, I can lay the phone right here, and I can play everything through the
while it's charging.
While it's charging,
wow,
yes.
That's
And it's out of the way.
Great.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions about anything I've talked to you about so far?
How do I get one?
I like your energy. Well, I'll tell you what. The one thing the best feature that I have not showed you about this car yet is still yet to come. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Just take it for a drive.
Wow. Great.